The Painter's Gift. In the coastal village of Marinel, life seemed to be cheerful and happy. Fishermen sang songs when they returned from catching the fish, and the children played along the shore. Such was the beauty of the village that everyone who lived there was enjoying their life. At the heart of this lively village lived Nisha, a gifted painter whose art was admired by everybody. Nisha's paintings were magical. They captured not just the sceneries but also the emotions of the village. She captured in her paintings everything that was beautiful, from the joys of the festivals to the serene mornings, from the scenic view of the mountains to the bond shared between families. Nisha's paintings covered everything that was cherishable. People believed that her art brought them luck and happiness. Her home was always filled with visitors admiring her work. But on one fateful night, a fierce storm swept through the village. Waves crashed through the shore, tearing apart the fishing boats and flooding the homes. The once cheerful village was now completely ruined. The villagers were mourning their losses. Everyone was in despair. Nisha too was affected by the storm. Her art studio was damaged. She sat depressed in front of the plain canvas. No matter how hard she tried, she couldn't get herself to paint. Her heart was heavy and her hands were not ready to move. How can I paint beauty? She said to herself, when all I can see around me is sorrow. Weeks passed by and the village was struggling to rebuild. Nisha rarely left her home and her paintbrushes were collecting dust. One morning, someone knocked on Nisha's door. Standing at the door was Nikki, a little girl from the village, holding colorful flowers. Nisha, she said with a beautiful smile, we need your paintings. They always make us happy. Nisha said, I'm sorry, Nikki. I can't paint anymore. My heart feels as broken as the village. Nikki smiled and said, maybe if you can't find happiness, you can help create it instead. Her words lingered on Nisha's mind. She followed her to the village square and saw that a small group of children were collecting pieces of paper and fabric and small planks of wood to make a temporary shelter. She looked at Nikki and Nikki said, we are starting small, but every little thing helps, right? Nisha saw that the little hands of the children were working tirelessly. Despite their losses, they were hopeful to return life back to the village. Inspired by their determination, Nisha felt a spark inside her that she hadn't felt in weeks, and she decided to paint again. And this time, she decided to paint for the village. She chose the largest wall on the village square and started painting it. Her strokes brought life back to the dull and cracked wall. She painted the scene of the village as it was before the storm, with boats sailing peacefully, people sharing laughs together, and the sunsets glowing over the sea. The villagers, curious to see what Nisha was painting, gathered there. Smiles returned to their faces when they saw the big painting coming to life. The children, the fishermen, and the elderly, everybody picked up brushes and started contributing to the painting. By the end of the week, the village square was transformed. The painting turned the ruins into a vibrant piece of hope. The villagers began to sing and enjoy again. And Nisha realized something profound. Happiness doesn't always come from within. It can be built, shared, and discovered through acts of kindness and collaboration. From that day onwards, Nisha's art was not just her gift, it became a shared treasure of the village. The villagers, together and inspired by Nisha, rebuilt the village not just with bricks and wood, but with a lot of love and colors too. The moral of the story is when joy seems out of reach, create it through kindness and collaboration. Even in the darkest times, small acts of hope and unity can rebuild not just places but also hearts.